Hey everyone, this is Noe Lenny at Top Notch Tails, and I just want to give a close-up of the systems that we put together for the Bustle set collection. And so we've got our back pad, obviously right here in the forefront of the harness, and then as we move down here, we have our spreader pad. This actually is a pony harness because this is what we're using at the Grand National just as a display piece for our mannequin. And then we have the Bustle cover, and I want to show you how this Bustle cover, everything's attached right now, so I'm just going to have to kind of maneuver it around, but how our Bustle cover has it has attachments that just slip over here. So you're obviously just going to place this over your Bustle. Your rings are going to be on the side here. So they have axes. Sometimes you just have to pull them down to make them visible. But the components that I want to show you today are, there is a soft piece of loop here, which is aka soft Velcro, which integrates with the Bustle bag. Okay, so in the other video I have on shows the actual application. I'm going to show it to you again just so it's a little bit clearer here in the shop. And so when you first, I'm first going to talk to you about the Bustle top pad. Okay, so this is the Bustle top pad. There's 5 webbing straps. And these are set up for, a lot of people like to use things differently. We put them here for placement in that we would use them in, and then you guys can use your imagination, use them how you like. Everybody has their own process and application method. So we just want to show you how we would do that. I showed that in the other video. So if I turn this Bustle around, you're going to basically take your first 2 straps on the top here. I don't know if you're getting all this in the video. You're going to take these, there's 5 straps, okay? So the first 2 straps obviously are going to go around your tail set here, harness, excuse me, or your Bustle set. It's a habit to say tail set because it's just, tail set to me is tail set and or crupper set or Bustle set. So please don't be offended if I use the wrong vocabulary, okay? Because it's not intentional. It's just the industry actually doesn't specify what is which, because this Bustle is actually called a crupper or crooper and vice versa. So anyways, but we're calling it, this is actually under here is an air Bustle, and it's much like the Bustle that women used to use under their dresses back in the day, where they had to elevate their dresses so that it wouldn't get dirty as they were walking the streets with the mud, right? So we're going to take our second strap. Okay, this is webbing. Take this webbing and we're going to go underneath. I call this the wing or the leg of the Bustle, which is it attaches to the harness. So I'm going to take this webbing, I'm going to go underneath here. And you're going to have already prepared your tail. You're going to make sure that this breakover, your tail feathers are separated so that there's no like binding or any friction happening to those tail feathers, okay, in this really delicate area of the breakover. So those are the steps you're going to, like, preparatory steps you're going to take to ensure that those tail feathers are protected. So you're going to have done that. You're going to, you know, use your comb or your brush, wet the tail, and then separate those feathers so that when you put this over the breakover, there's no feathers getting caught or tail hairs getting caught in this webbing, okay? So then you're going to take this and you are going to do it to the other side as well. And then you're going to just, you can tie it off. There's lots of things you can do. You can go through here and tie it off and just do a slip knot, which I love to do slip knots because they're fairly stout. You can, you know, it'll hold in place. Like I can pull that in, it's going to stay where it is. So I'm just going to show you this one side that I'm working on. So you're just going to do the same thing on each side. So your tail is going to be cascading out of the back here of the bustle, and you're going to, at the tailbone area, you're going to take this third strap from the top, which is a third or the middle strap from the actual, the bustle top pad, and your tailbone will be, you know, cascading out. You're going to take this, wrap it around and under, and then come back and tie this off. So you're going to capture the tailbone, and this webbing is very soft yet very stout. We've never had any incident of it causing any irritation or anything, and so your tailbone would be in there, just basically it's just cradled by this webbing. Okay, so that would be the tailbone. So this fourth strap, you can, some people like, depending if they have their horse's tail in a braid, or if your horse has a logger tailbone, or depending on how it's rigged or set in the bustle, you can take this fourth strap towards the bottom and do the same thing and tie it off. Or depending on your individual horse, you can actually take this back up to the rings, okay, and you can just do another slip knot and create the straightness or whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So if you're not trying to achieve straightness, you just want the horse to not wiggle and swish and, you know, be casting his tail all around in here. What we're trying to create is this. Let me take this off again. This is what we call the satin sandwich, okay? And so you've got both sides of satin. Your beautiful mane or tail are in here, and they're enveloped, basically sandwiched together. There is nothing that is going to cause any friction between these two pieces of satin. Jean Lewis, when she designed this, the reason why she used satin is because it's virtually, I would say, it doesn't create any friction, okay? And so you could sit in there and swish all day long, and it's just merely a place for to secure the tail feathers and to prevent any kind of disruption, because no matter how much, let's say, friction they want to go to swishing, you can just take the fourth strap, you can do a slip knot. If you're going for straightness, you can, you know, get that lined up so that, you know, your horse's tail is straight, and or you can use that to capture the rest of the tailbone. So again, if the tailbone is longer and I can't, you know, you're going to have to use your imagination here. For those of you who know about the bustle sets and how to use them, this bustle pad is and has been for the last 25 years. This is why Jean Lewis patented the design. This is the tail net replacement. No more cotton. This is, I don't know, your horse is going to love you if they've never had top-notch tails and you provide them with a protection set. I'm telling you, the horses are so much happier because they're comfortable. So that's the number one thing. I know training horses, if they're not comfortable, they're not happy. Then they can't focus on, you know, your aids and, you know, what you're trying to develop with them, because there's, you know, an irritant, or, you know, if there's something going on for them that they can't really get their mind off, if there's the soreness or maybe a lameness going on, or, you know, just let's say a piece of grass underneath your saddle pad or whatever it's going to be, you know, that's what we're trying to establish here, is protecting the hide, which is the coat of the horse, and the tail hair feathers and the tail hairs themselves. So again, you can use this fourth strap, I'm hoping I'm catching it in the video, as another strap to use to capture that tail if it's been braided, so it's not going to get unbraided. You're going to stabilize that braid, or you can use it to go back to your bustle rings to prevent any of that swishing around. So at the end of your bustle pad, you're going to get your horse's tail will be, of course, cascading, and then you're just going to do an easy slip knot. If you're working, like I said, for straightness, you can just level out which side of the way, you know, you tighten one side a little bit more than the other, and then you can create straightness if you need the horse's tail to be in a certain, you know, direction. Maybe if they hold it to one side, then you can kind of just offset it this way, and it'll just help basically train that tailbone to sit straight. So that is what you would do on both sides. You're just going to take the strap over here and put it on the other side, and that is your bustle pad, which is the tail net replacement. It's, like I said, top-notch tails. This is our 25th year, and Jean Lewis has designed and patented the tail set, which is your crupper pad, your top pad, and then the tail bag, which is all for what we would say the American saddlebred horses that are under, or that are using or under the tail set of the crupper. And so this is the Bustle design. We just basically modified it so that we could use that same theory for the Morgans and the other horses. So I'm just going to floss off this, but when you've got everything organized and everything's tied off, I can actually just do it like this. I'm just going to reattach these really quickly, and what I'll show you is why this Bustle set is so such a good product to protect the tail. Okay, so here we have, I'm just gonna go in front of here with this with our tail bag, and I don't have somebody to help me video today because I'm just getting ready for the Morgan. We're leaving tomorrow, and I just wanted to show this to you really quickly. So here is our bustle bag, and the bustle bag and the tail bag, which is for the tail set, are very much alike except for the attachment methods. Okay, so this is the top of the bag. It has really fine and satiny ribbon attachment straps, and then on the bottom we have a soft hook, or excuse me, loop, which is a soft Velcro, and then it has other pieces of Velcro here, and again another piece here to attach. So I'm going to show that to you right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically invert, you're going to turn this upside down to attach, and you're going to flip it over so that the bag openings are what you're looking at. So we have another attachment here with Velcro. You're going to open this up, and you're going to take your bustle, and you're going to take the hard hook or hard Velcro, and you're going to attach it to the soft Velcro here. Okay, it just seamlessly attaches, and there's no, you know, fussing over that. You can just take it off, but it still maintains attachment to the bustle cover, is not compromised. You're going to take your soft, it's about 4 or 5 inches of soft Velcro or loop, and you're going to feed it through your bustle ring. Now it's a little bit, I've already got that strap in there, plus I'm just going to have to, these rings are, you're going to just pull it as tight as you want, and then you're going to fold it over. This Velcro piece here is about 8 inches long, so this hard Velcro piece, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, usually it's, I don't know, sometimes it's easier to do it all here before you set it up. I don't know, it just depends on your horse's ability to, you know, stand still for you. And then you're going to take, again, this soft Velcro or this loop and attach it to this hook, which is the hard Velcro. So you can just get it in there. And so now your bag is attached to your Bustle cover, okay? It's completely attached. There is no way, as you see, I don't know if I can get a view from here because I've got so many things on here, but there is no way when the manure drops through, this Bustle, this is the manure coming through here, there is no chance at all that it's going to get into this tail bag, okay? So it's completely now, this Bustle is completely attached to this Bustle bag. Your horse's tail is already enveloped in this top pad. It's secured in there, your tailbone, your tail hairs, everything is prepared, okay? So what you're going to do is, this would be obviously on the back of your horse, you're going to take this Velcro and you're going to close it over the top pad and the tail. It's a little bit difficult when it's not actually rigged to the horse itself. Now there's this opening here. This will maybe just come apart a little bit, but this is stretchy. It just basically, so this is what you're going to be seeing, except this is going to be flat and attached to your tail, right? It's going to be down in here. Let me see if I can kind of maneuver it a little bit. You're going to take your Bustle bag and you are going to come up and over this top pad. You're going to capture that top pad. Okay, it's going to be in the bag. You're going to now go back to the top of the back of your harness. And everybody's got their own technique. I'm trying to see what I got here. Go under there, or you can just go through here, under your rings, the attachment piece, and then you're just going to tie off as tight as you want, and just like a a bow for your shoe. And this ribbon is, again, this ribbon and the Velcro are webbing. We've been getting some from the same vendor for 25 years now. So this is, and our Velcro, it's like the top of the line, the stickiest Velcro, which is hook and loop, that I've seen in the industry. Okay, so again, that's why we use these products, because they've held up for 25 years. In the video I think I showed on YouTube, you can check, I think it's the product line. You can see there's a back pad that was still in use. It was one of Gene Lewis's original back pads, and so it's 25 years. I think it just ended, it's actually retired now, but the quality of the back pad and the condition of it is much like this brand new one is, except it's, as you continue, here's the strange thing about this product line, which is, this is unheard of in the majority of the industry. The more you use it, the more you wash and dry it, the suppler these products get. So your satin will become even softer. Your felt, this proprietary blend of felt that we have that actually wicks away the heat and the sweat, will become softer and pliable over the course of the lifetime of your product. I've had people send me back products. The only thing that they were requesting was new strapping, or which was like a back pad. They would want new Velcro, because sometimes you know, whoever's assisting you in the barn, you know, when they wash it, it's imperative. I'm going to do another video about care and how to take care of things, but you need to put your Velcro together before you wash it so that you alleviate, you know, picking up any little felts and things that maybe if you're washing. It's great if you just wash it together, just your top-notch tail products together, so you're not getting any additional felt. And I created these new pull tabs because some people were, you know, having a difficult time separating this Velcro. It literally is hard to get it off. If you try to pry it off, you have to come in at an angle. But I just put these little easy pull tabs on there to make it really simplistic for you to just, you know, if your grooms are doing it or if you're setting up your horse, it makes it super simple to use those pull tabs. The spreader pad has the exact same, and they're under here, so I can't show that to you right now, but they have the exact same use application, which is 2 straps of Velcro, and you just get the pull tab and it just comes off straight away. So I hope this video helps you understand how to use the 3 step, or it's a 3-part system. So again, it's the Bustle cover, the top pad, the Bustle top pad, and the Bustle bag. So thanks for watching, and we thank you for those customers that have been with us for the 20+ years, and for our new customers that they'll know exactly how to use the products. And then again, you know, you can be creative and put together how it works best for you. The number one thing I want to say to customers is, you customers make the products. I have people call me when I'm at the show. They'll say, hey, can you make this, or can you do this, or can you double pad, or can you know, put an extra strap here or do that. I can basically, from this table, I can manufacture anything that you want. So as long as we're working with the same baseline products, we can double pad, we can add Velcro for your breast collars to keep them attached to the ring so there's no slippage. But we haven't had any problem with that since we updated the design. And so it's really, you build it to suit. So every horse has different needs, and you know, some horses have a really thin or tiny tailbone, so they need extra padding. We can add extra padding to the Bustle cover, and we can just modify it however you want. So don't be shy. Call me. I'm here in the shop. This is what I like to do. This is fun for me. Reva and I are just, you'll see us at the Morgan Grand National this year, 2022, and just come and visit with us. You know, we want to get feedback from you because you're using the products every single day, and it helps us to, you know, make improvements, or, you know, to hear about what works best for you, or how, you know, would you consider making something else. Like, again, this is, you know, this is your oyster. You can do whatever you want with it. And so we're happy to oblige, you know. And so again, we're branding everything as you see here. We've got the Top Notch Tails brand on the Bustle pad, or excuse me, the Bustle bag. And we brand everything. You can, online, our website is designed for you to do your barn or your horse's name, your monogram, or your private logo or brand, and those prices are for one color thread, like you're shown here. We can do many colors of thread, so multiple thread colors. There's an additional charge for that. There is a charge for digitizing your logo, but any monogramming, barn name, stable name, horse's name, there is no additional charge for that. It's already preset there on the website. So there's a place there's a note location on your order form when you're online, and you can just say, hey, I want you to put, you know, Mr. Snuggles as, you know, the name on, you know, your breast color pad or your bustle or whatever it is. You can just do initials. You know, again, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever it is you want within, as long as it fits on the particular product. So there is some products that have size restrictions, like our halter covers and the cradle covers, the little miniature bustle and things like that. And then our spreader pad, there's just a limited space for embroidery there. So that's it. This can also be done tone on tone. So if you don't want to see the brand, because we brand everything, if you don't want to see Top Notch Tails brand, if you want to be kind of on the down low, we can do this burgundy, so tone on tone, so it'd be burgundy embroidery on the burgundy bag, would basically just kind of, you know, blends in. You don't see it. So anyways, this is just for the Morgan Grand National, so that this product, this color, is just easy for people to see how to use it, because black is, you know, one of the burgundy, black, and navy are some of our most popular colors, but showing all the little details of the product is hard to see on a black item, so we just decided to do it here in the burgundy. So anyways, we thank you for your support, we thank you for your patronage, and we look forward to meeting anybody who's at the Morgan Grand National this year, 2022. Come by, introduce yourself, meet us, tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and let's put something together for you. Take care and have a great day.